Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, April 7th. We're looking at Window Traders' market profile of the ES and the NQ. So, boy, oh boy, a couple of historic things today. This is the largest range ever in ES and NQ. Ever. Okay? Bigger than COVID, bigger than 08, 09. You name it. Largest range ever. No surprise then. It all happened in the initial balance, our first hour, and we didn't get the IB high or low. The Bulls actually eked out a 2-1 lead on our checklist sheet. ES did not take out Friday's high. They're still down on all three time frames. NQ and RTY, however, did take out Friday's high. They're back in balance. Okay? So NQ is now a 2-day balance. It's all of today's range, but it encompasses Friday. RTY not only took out both sides, also filled the gap from Friday. It filled today's gap and Friday's. So if you want to call it a 3-day balance, I don't mind that for them. RTY goes out with a 10-wide point of control, an afternoon rally high in I and J, and an afternoon pullback in G. ES and NQ both go out with 9-wide point of controls, pullbacks in G, rally highs in J. I did very, very little trading today. I actually made about a little over 500 in my personal account. I took one short, not early, but in a period against a little ebb and flow. And then I took the long to get the overnight high as we ripped higher. I missed A's high to take it out in B. Didn't get it. It wasn't quick enough. The only trade I took after that was in one of my prop accounts, and that was an H period, thinking it could be a potential afternoon rally high. Now, it turned out not to be. J did, but I still made some money on it. And that's it. So why didn't I trade in a $43 range with $240 million on the tape? Because there's no edge. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to impress you, anybody in my room, anybody on social media. Care about one thing and one thing only. Trying to decipher what the market is doing for my trading room and myself and make money. It doesn't matter what the range or volume is. If there's no real edge, there's no trade. And for me, the majority, obviously, of the day, there was not. And that's why I didn't trade it. The only other trade I possibly would have taken was in I and J period, maybe against D's high before they got into that sell tail. Same in ES, but I didn't take them. So, again, I have no problem with that. And as individual traders, you shouldn't have a problem either if you didn't do a lot of trading today. I can't imagine, who did all this trading. For me, it's just gamblers. There's no real edge in what the market provided today. There just wasn't, no matter what anybody says. I put these in bigger increments, so I'm not going to go over the destinations. We wiped out a lot of reference points this morning. Two very important things to keep in mind. First off, our monthly high is in the overnight, and more importantly, our yearly low is in the overnight. Okay? In ES, NQ, and RTY. Those rarely hold. In fact, I don't remember one holding. Now, that doesn't mean we'll get it today or tomorrow or even next month or this year. But the odds of that holding aren't really that good. Nothing has changed in ES. Yes, NQ and RTY did put the daily back to balance. And then NQ almost closed with an outside day down, but they didn't. So we'll see if the selling does continue. I'm not if this is long-term money that has been selling it for 3 days, I do not like what transpired all afternoon. I don't mind having a rest period, especially after a stupid tweet comes out about which turned out to be false, which ripped this market in B period to the moon, only to come all the way back. even with that, I still think if it's long-term money, they should have resumed doing what they were doing. So here's the question. Has it exhausted itself? Or am I wrong and it's not long-term money selling it? Now, I find it hard to believe it's not long-term money, but you never know. I'm still going to go on the premise that it is. So maybe it's exhausting itself. We said selling won't stop until they exhaust themselves. Now, again, the only reason we took out Friday's high in NQ and Righty is because of that. The market was too short and they saw a BS headline. So if that didn't happen, you would not have taken out Friday's high, which means you'd still be down and nothing changed. So that's how you have to look at it. At least I'm looking at it that way. Now, if we take out today's high tomorrow, that's a different story. Then something definitely changed. Now, for ES, it would put it back to balance. In Righty, well, in NQ, it would put it up if we take out yesterday's high. Righty, I would use Thursday's high. So that's what you have to look out for at this point. So here, we still have the large gaps above us. We've wiped out a tremendous amount of downside and poor structure. We wiped out basically 15, 16 months worth of gains. Okay? So I truly do believe it was long-term money wiping that out after the whole small grinds we had all last year. And then on the chart, so here's our monthly right now in the S&P. My next big target, if you recall, was around the 494 level. Well, we got it, right? We got down today to 481.80. We blew through it. So right now, we have a range this month, okay? And it's only April 7th. We have an $85 range already. Is the selling over? I have no idea. But I can tell you one thing, since we got this target, if the selling isn't over, then for me, the next big target would be around the 460 level in ES and SPY. So the monthly is firmly down. The weekly, obviously, also. Okay? And the daily, $248 million and counting. So we're going to do over 250 million shares. So again, largest range ever, and one of the largest volumes probably ever. I don't know SPY's all-time high for volume, but it's the highest we've seen in a long time. Now, we did come off the lows nicely, right? Yeah, we did, without a doubt. We closed, $23 above. But on the flip side, we closed $19 below the high. So keep in mind, nothing's much changed just yet. Hope you had a good day trading. Rest up. Enjoy your evening. We'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow, which should be an interesting day after a $43 range that we had today.